Alright, what's up guys? So Bungie just released their, preview for House of Wolves and sort of a recap of the events that have happened over the past couple of weeks in terms of the Twitch live streams. So today I'm just going to go through some of the important details that you may have missed or you might have not seen it. To start off with the trailer, they just did a quick recap of some of the lore or story behind House of Wolves, why it's happening. It's happening because the Fallen, the House of Wolves, have betrayed the Queen and decided to go their own ways. So the Queen opens the reef to all of the Guardians to come in and do bounties for her and defeat the House of Wolves. Here we get a good look of some of the reef's social space. We've already seen the live stream on it, but this gives a bit of a different angle. There's Petra, who's going to be the main protagonist in the House of Wolves and basically the voice of the Queen.
Your hunt begins with me.
Rather than just have the one story character, we introduce a whole new area, the social space of the reef.
Take a walk around. You'll find some interesting allies here.
There's the new bounty person who you're going to be able to get bounties from the tower and the reef, I believe. There's Varix, who is running the Prison of Elders, and you go to him for all of Prison of Elders related stuff.
Interesting way to both expand the universe and tell a compelling story.
There's Skola, who is, I believe, the antagonist for the entire House of Wolves storyline. That'd be this story, and also the, I think, 35 version of Prison of Elders.
Once you've completed the story, the Prison of Elders opens up to you, and Varix is your guide through that.
Here they start to show off the Prison of Elders. If you missed the stream, Prison of Elders is basically an arena type game mode that you go through 5 waves with random modifiers, and you have to complete little mini challenges or else your team will die.
Ratchet up the difficulty to an ultra hard difficulty mode, then you need to form a fire team, and the rewards of course ratchet up as well.
Here's the new PvP event, which is also known as the Trials of Osiris. It's an elimination based game mode, which is similar to Search and Destroy from Call of Duty series, and more like Search and Rescue actually, since you were able to revive. We get a good look at some of the Trials of Osiris gear here, which looks really cool.
Can go up against the best in the world and get rewarded with the best gear. The elimination game type is probably the most intense game type we have in Destiny right now. You bring your pre-made fire team, it's 3v3, no respawns. So
here's the heavy machine gun, which looks very, very cool. I can't wait to get my hands on that.
So there's 3 new PvP maps.
There's also new Crucible maps, obviously. There's 4 new maps, but one of them is exclusive to PlayStation.
Black Shield takes place on Phobos, one of Mars's moons. It's an abandoned Cabal outpost. It tends to play really well for control and also nicely for skirmishing.
Widow's Court is an asymmetrical map that takes place in the European Dead Zone, and it features long sniper lines as well as...
Alright, let's pause it here for a second. So what is that, you may ask? Is it the Lord of Wolves shotgun? No, it's not, because the Lord of Wolves has only 5 in the mag, although it looks very, very similar. This could be a new type of exotic weapon, but as you can see, it sort of fires like the Ray Gun Mark II from Black Ops 2. It's a very, very unique weapon, and I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. Also, if you notice, the player has no heavy weapon. I'm not sure why that is. It might just be because they don't have a heavy weapon. That's always possible, but it might have something to do with that the special weapon is so powerful, you don't get a heavy weapon. Although that's just speculation, and I kind of highly doubt that. Alright, we're going to move on with the video here as they show the rest of the Crucible maps.
Thieves' Den takes place in an abandoned fallen outpost in an active volcano. The really interesting part is the center of the map that you end up fighting on and around quite a bit because it's the focal point and the midline.
Alright, cool. So this is the new strike known as the Shadow Thief. And this takes place on the moon in one of the catches. a lot of the YouTubers that went down to Bungie got a chance to run through this strike, and it looks very, very cool and fresh.
You meet him several times, and he taunts you up. So it's not just about waves of enemies, it's not just about one culminating boss battle.
As you can see here, here's the Scorch Cannon, which is basically a pickup weapon, and it's a very powerful rocket launcher with a low blast radius. This obviously drops inside of the strike, which when the other players who got a chance to play it saw the Scorch Cannon drop from the very end. Although there's something here you may have missed. What is this? Well, that's Vault of Glass. And I know what you're thinking, and I'm thinking the same thing. What? That's a Scorch Cannon, and that's a captain inside of the Vault of Glass. This could possibly be a new Vault of Glass challenge mode, or just a new difficulty. However, the captain is at level 28, which makes me believe that it could be some sort of new challenge modes where you're allowed to apply new modifiers. That would be very cool, and I would really, really like that. Here's a screenshot of all three classes in all three different armor. One is obviously Vault of Glass, the Hunter on the right, Crota's End with the Warlock, and that's Prison of Elders with the Titan.
House of Wolves offers players tons of new variety.
That fusion rifle looks sick. Now, we just saw something pretty crazy right there, so we're going to go back to that. Okay, so this basically blew my mind. Right there, there's 3 new specials right out of the gate. Just 3 new exotic specials. None of those were in the database, and there's the new sidearm, the Dreg's Promise. At first, we thought the sidearm, there was just going to be one, and it was going to be a unique one, and it's called the Veskian Dynasty. Of course, that's not true, and there's actually a new class of weapons called sidearms. This has me crazy, crazy excited for House of Wolves, and that really just blew my mind. I can't believe that I thought originally there was going to be 3 exotic weapons, which we had already seen in the database, considering that's what we did with Dark Below. That's not the case, and there's going to be plenty of new exotic weapons, and maybe even armor. Alright, that's it for this trailer. Let me know if there's anything that I missed, or let me know what you're excited for. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.